This whole artificial intelligence thing is giving me a déjà vu. It reminds me of the early days of COVID, the hysteria. It's not a good feeling. Hi there, and welcome to my local woods, and welcome to this beautiful sunny April morning. I'm just out here having a cup of coffee, chocolate coffee as always, and I must say, if I haven't mentioned so already, I do enjoy the process of making a fire. It's a ritual almost. It is very real. There is nothing artificial about it. It is very primal. So I'm going to move myself over there because I do enjoy the sun, but now it's in my face, so it's not so good on camera. Yeah, this is better, except for the fact that I think that the squirrels are planning to throw some spruce cones down on me. But the hazards of woodland life, I guess. So, artificial intelligence. It is going to be, or it is already, the most important change in our lives, maybe in our lifetimes. I don't know, but it is a major thing, and it's happening right now. And it is being, by many, hailed as this wonderful development. While at the same time, people who know a lot more about this than I do, they are saying that, like Elon Musk and people like that, they are saying that, hold on, this is not all good. We need to step on the brakes here because it could be dangerous. I'm not going to talk so much about how it could be dangerous, but I will, in this video, I will probably do it in future videos, but I will say this. In this video, I will talk about how I know that the use of artificial intelligence will make people lonely. Okay, so let me explain why I think that artificial intelligence will make people more lonely. It really is quite simple. A lot of the communication between people now is digital, it's not physical. And I believe that if it hasn't happened already by the time you're watching this video, artificial intelligence will be used in that communication. People will download apps and what have you to help them, and I'm doing this with my fingers now, help them to send better text messages. They will use artificial intelligence to enhance their images and so on and so on. And you will have two people communicating using artificial intelligence, and the artificial intelligence will take over more and more and more. So what are you left with then when you're communicating with other people through artificial intelligence? It's not really you, is it? And the responses you're getting, it's not really a real person. What do you get from that? You get loneliness. You will find yourself standing outside, looking at artificial intelligence units communicating between each other, and you will not really be part of that. You will be looking at it, wishing that you had that human interaction, that real human interaction. And this will, it gets worse, because people will become more and more scared of physical interaction. Now you might disagree with this one, but I'm seeing this already, and it's horrible to see. People are so much more secure when they're texting, and they very often prefer to do that instead of meeting people face to face. So this is, as you can see, this is not good. It's happening now, and since people are insecure, a little bit lazy, and also maybe not as good at looking at the bigger picture as they should have been. There's a lack of critical thinking, and we saw that during COVID, people just walking towards the... I don't even want to get into that, but I think if you have been following my channel, you know what I'm talking about. One thing I learned working as a therapist for a few years is that most people are fundamentally insecure. And yes, even those who appear very confident and strong and independent and all that, they are insecure. Deep down, they don't feel that strong, actually. And people are insecure when it comes to interaction with other people. So I believe that they will be using artificial intelligence to make sure, in their own mind, make sure that they're not saying anything, or rather texting anything wrong, and so on. They will use artificial intelligence to enhance their social interaction with other people. Or at least that's what people will think. They will think that it is helping them. But in reality, it's just going to make them more lonesome and more disconnected from those other people. I see artificial intelligence coming to every social media platform, and everywhere where you are texting someone, there will be an option there to use artificial intelligence to make your texting better. And people will say yes, thank you, because they are insecure. It's going to make us so disconnected, so lonesome. It will be horrible. So that's why I'm making this video, to just say that, listen, we can't let this happen. We just can't. We need to stop this. And you might say that, well, it will be an option. Really? No. It will not be an option in the future. It will be inside everything. And I don't know, but it looks like these social media platforms and all these apps, they don't want you to have the choice. They want you to just go along with the program. Some people will write in the comments and that you can't stop development. Well, first of all, if you look back at history, we can. And many times development has been stopped, many times up through history. And I think this one, so-called artificial intelligence, the development that we're seeing now should be stopped. It is not going to end well. And I will probably get back to this topic in future videos. But for now, I will just say that it will make people lonely. And to those who are writing in the comments now that, well, I'm a lone wolf and all of that. No, you're not. You're a human being. So we know quite a bit about human beings and loneliness. When being alone is an option among other options, it's fine. And myself, I spend almost all my time alone in my work, and well, I enjoy my own company. But we also know that loneliness comes when being alone is your only option. And then loneliness becomes a killer, statistically speaking. We're not wolves, we are human beings. And even if you use that phrase, I'm a lone wolf, you know what happens to lone wolves? They either connect with a pack or they die. Because wolves are pack animals. They're not meant to be alone. But anyway, you know, there's a lot that could be said about this. There's a lot that I will be saying about this, and consider subscribing to the channel. You know, it means a lot if you do that. YouTube isn't really my friend at the moment, hiding my videos and you know, getting up to their old tricks. You know, and there's this other thing concerning artificial intelligence that I see all the time now. People are using artificial intelligence to do their job. I mean, and students are using it as well. And they will brag about it. You know, they will say, "Oh, I used artificial intelligence to write this essay for me and it did it in 2 seconds." And you know, I shouldn't have to say this, but I mean, if you can use artificial intelligence and it will do your job, do you really think you're going to keep that job? Do you think there is any employer out there who will keep you if they have the option to fire you legally? You think they will keep you if some artificial intelligence program can do your job? They won't. So think again if you think that artificial intelligence is this great thing. Think again, especially if it can do your job, because then you won't keep that job. Should be obvious, right? This whole artificial intelligence thing is giving me a déjà vu. It reminds me of the early days of COVID, the hysteria, and the blind belief that something coming out of a syringe would save us all. That's what this reminds me of, and it's not a good feeling. I wish people could wake up. I wish people could start listening to common sense or applying some common sense. This is not complicated. Just apply some logic and common sense. And if you do that, you will probably not say that artificial intelligence is this cool, wonderful thing, because it isn't.